Good morning, friends from Tokyo. This is Sue here from the Unicorn Advisory. Doing lots of things out of my comfort zone today. I wanted to talk today a little bit about having more fun in our business. And what better place to do it than Tokyo? I am at Harajuku station and I'm going to be going to Meiji Jingu shrine this morning. Was intending to go there very, very early, like 6 a.m. It is absolutely incredible. That is my tourist hot tip for Tokyo. If you want to go to the shrine, I mean, the whole place is beautiful. It's always awesome. But when you go really, really early, there's no one else there and it's extra special and magical. However, as you might be able to tell, it is raining. And this morning at 5 a.m. it was incredibly windy and raining. This is the first time I've ever done one of these videos where I'm walking around talking. So that has me as nervous as all hell. And doing it in another country, in a touristy place, and having the extra stress of unexpected rain and wind because we just got in last night. Oops, hang on, I got to navigate a giant puddle. You know, that was just another thing that adds to the fun. But talking about fun, the reason I wanted to do this and to record it is that even though I'm a digital nomad, I have the absolute blessed ability to be able to travel through the world and, you know, go wherever I want. I think it's so easy if you've had workaholic tendencies to fall back into, I'm just going to grab the umbrella because it just got extra heavy rain, and we're just going through the Torii Gate. So I'm just going to show you this in the background. If my camera is going to let that happen, it's not. It's going to focus on me. That's okay. We'll go through. I just wanted to do a little bow before we go through the gate. Yeah, I think when you're someone who has had a tendency to be a workaholic for like your entire life, and where work becomes your identity, even when you essentially live the dream, it's just so easy to fall into forgetting the fun. And fun is why we're doing this, right? We're doing these businesses so we can have freedom, so that we can live our own life, our own adventures. And, you know, maybe that's freedom like I have, like being able to travel and work from anywhere. Maybe it's freedom so that you can spend more time with your family. Maybe it's freedom because you want to spend more time doing hobbies and fun things and things that really light you up and not spending all this time at work. But when you're your own boss, it also means you're going to be your own self-motivator. You have to be the person who sets the rules and the person who decides what's got to be done. And you have to wake up every day, not just because the boss is expecting you to go to work, but because you're the boss and you're expecting you to go to work. And, you know, the passive income, that's all awesome. I mean, we're all doing this really because you want to have passive income and you want to be able to have money coming in without you working a billion hours. But even when you get to that point, like I am able to earn 5 figures every month if I just slept all day because that's where I've got after, you know, 5.5 years in this business. But that doesn't bring me that much joy. I mean, it's nice, obviously, I'm not complaining about it, but even when you get to that point, like you've still got to make sure that you bring fun into what you are doing, because fun makes everything easier. It makes life easier, like taking time out to really enjoy what you've built and what you've created and have those highlight moments. And this, you know, opportunity that I've got to come here to Japan has just been such a great reminder. It's why I made a real effort to, even though we don't have a lot of time, to come here to the places that just make me so damn happy. Like, I think it's easy to forget to do the things that make us happy because there's always going to be something that's got to be done. You know, even when you are at millions and multi-millions of dollars worth of success, there's always going to be things to do. There's always going to be something else that you could be doing. And it's a choice. We have the choice to work. We have the choice of how to structure our days. And sometimes the choice makes it a little bit difficult to, I don't know, like schedule fun in. And maybe this isn't a challenge for everyone. Maybe this is just me doing some personal reflection about why I have this life of freedom, but still sometimes end up forgetting to focus on the joy and focus on the really cool moments. So, you know, this is a nice little reminder to myself, I guess, of why I do this. And I just wanted to, you know, share that with you in case you get stuck in it too, because it can definitely happen when you are first starting out, for sure, because it can be a grind in the start. You've got so much that you've got to do every day, it seems like, and every time you do something, and trust me, this even still happens now, multiple years in, you'll go to do something like, you know, create a checkout, and then you're like, okay, now I've got to create the checkout, I've got to do the thank you page, I've got to write copy for that, I've got to write a confirmation email. But you can just feel like, why can't things be simple sometimes? And, you know, you can 100% simplify them. But when that kind of becomes your day to day and you're doing these things, that feels like it always opens up something else. If you know, go and learn a new skill and then there's heaps and heaps of new stuff to do, that can kind of keep you stuck. And you can also forget the joy of learning a new skill. I am learning a new skill right now, today, in this video, and I put it off, I'll admit. I sat around, the rain was a perfect excuse.
Half the reason we're late.
The rain was definitely a good excuse. And Maia, my beautiful daughter who's here with me, was like, you know what, you are putting this off, you are using this as an excuse. So that's why I'm walking through the park with an umbrella. And not quite alone, I mean, it's still nice and quiet, but it's not quite that beautiful alone feeling. It's still incredible. But learning new skills can feel hard, and sometimes that can take the joy out of it. And like I said, like this is what we're doing. This is the joy. I'm just going to stop because it's extra raining right now. But I think it's almost like you need to schedule the joy in, or make it a deliberate and specific practice, and don't think that it's just going to come. I mean, I have been on the road as a digital nomad for over a year now, and it's easy, even still, even though I can be anywhere that I want to be, to still get into that sort of grind set work mode. And I love what I do, so that's kind of the challenge too. Like, I do really love it, but I think it's that deliberately scheduling things that bring you joy is so important. It's certainly something that I'm going to really focus on going forward as I'm reorganizing, reimagining my business and making sure that my business works around my life. But yeah, and doing new things, pushing myself, challenging myself. Like, that's what I'm doing right now. I mean, I am recording this because I could not figure out how to get this fancy camera connected up to a live stream, but that's okay. I'm doing this part of it, and then I'll figure out the other parts later. And just, you know, like, that has brought me joy as well as bringing me stress, trying to work that out. And that's the thing, it's finding the joy in it. I could have just gone with the stress. I could have gone, it's so hard, I don't know if I want to do it. And it's, you know, sometimes I've got stuck in that before. Like, I mean, I haven't found joy in Facebook ads yet, I've got to say. Maybe one day I will. And, you know, there's joy to be found, though, in the act of doing new things, learning new skills, just doing our work, and also, like, putting extra things in your day. Sometimes I just put my favorite music playlists on while I'm working, and just kind of, I don't know, like, jump around listening to the music. And it's also a good reminder that when you're your own boss, you get to determine that. You get to choose what fun looks like for you. So that's all. That's my thoughts today. This is my last video in a day of 30 videos. Pretty proud of myself that I've managed to make it through 30 days, despite my last day being in another country. But let me know how you find joy in your life and in your business. And if it's something that sometimes you struggle with and you get caught up in the work and maybe don't actively acknowledge or fit in moments of joy, but if you do, please share, because I would love to learn from you and how you find joy in your everyday. And I think we can all learn from each other and figure out ways to have more fun. I am almost at the shrine, I think. It's a bit of a walk through this park. It is a shame about the rain though, because it definitely makes this whole thing that I'm doing extra challenging. I don't know if you can hear, I'm freaking nervous doing this. It's it's definitely something different. But thank you for being here with me today on this semi-faux live stream. Like, I'm doing this as if I was live, so I'm just going to upload the recording later. But I hope you have a beautiful day. I am going to enjoy my weekend in Tokyo, being spoiled for Mother's Day tomorrow, thanks to a beautiful Maia who's hanging in the background. Going to an onsen overlooking the city, so I'm very much looking forward to that. But
Delicious food, cool things.
so
The joy of traveling.
the joy of traveling, like, this is the thing that if I had to pick one thing, well, I don't know if I could choose between music and travel, some sort of combination of that. I'm going to a very unusual and fun concert next weekend.
Hatsune Miku, for anyone who knows.
Hatsune Miku, you can see Miss Hatsune Miku hair. So that's gonna be something like super cool and fun, a new experience. But there is joy in just every moment. Like, I'm getting joy in this, even though I'm so freaking nervous. Like, this is like, I wish you could see. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe you can see on the video that I feel like my voice is a bit shaky, and I'm fully stretching myself. But it's also cool. Like, I'm doing fun things, and hopefully it might inspire you to do fun things as well. These live streams, I don't know what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to continue them. I may not. However, this is the last day. I'll keep you updated. It's probably going to be something that I'll try and keep doing. I really have enjoyed it. It's been fantastic, just sharing my thoughts about the creator economy and all the different aspects of being a creator and someone who's going through being in business for 5+ years and working out what that's going to be like going forward with a life first business instead of a work first business. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. And if you've got something that you want me to cover, if I do bring these back, please let me know. And I'm going to end this here because I think the nervousness is about to overtake me. But I did it. I have walked through a park with heaps of people talking to a camera. Like, I've had this beautiful Osmo Pocket 3 camera for over a year, and I've only used it as a webcam, a very glorified webcam. So I'm putting it to use, and hopefully this is going to encourage me to do a whole lot more. I can't imagine a travel blog career is going to be happening anytime soon. However, just being able to record some of these memories and places that I'm going to will be pretty cool. So have a beautiful day, and talk to you soon. Bye.